We are approaching the Shloshim since that horrific day, Lag BaOmer in Meron, and that mega tragedy. Hayom Hamar v'Hanimhar, 45 holy neshamas, alu b'sara hashamayma. And one of the precious ones, Nachman Daniel ben Reb Aryeh Tzvi, Daniel Morris, a wonderful 19-year-old yeshiva boy. What a tragedy. I've said many times in this past month, we need to bear responsibility. And yes, we need to take responsibility. We need to do more. In the mitzvah of Venishmartem Ma'oid Lenafsheseichem. It's just beyond me. I cannot understand how Jews that are Yareim Ushleimim are negligent in Shmiras Haguf v'Hanefesh. And this manifests itself in many ways in the entire COVID-19 era. In Meron, in Caroline, but that is not something I want to discuss today. The great Tana Rebbe Kiva teaches us in the third Perek of Weiss, Hakol Safui v'Harashut Nituna. 4 words, but what a profound message. On one hand, everything is predestined. Everything is known and predetermined by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. On the other hand, at Reshus Nesuna, we have Bechira and we bear responsibility. Never is the Rambam blown away as he is in Peresh Mishnah and Perek Gimel of Weiss. And this Mishnah, the Rambam writes, wow, what a statement, how profound. It is fitting for the great Tana Rebbe Kiva ben Yosef. So yes, there is some duality. We bear responsibility. But what I want to say to the family and to the friends of Donny, it's Gzeras Shemayim. And it is the most painful nesoyin in the human condition. The loss of a loved one, especially a young boy. I know what it is. We have experienced loss in our family. And whenever I speak about personal tragedy, I always become emotional. And as if I see Daniel's wonderful parents sitting across me. It's unbearable pain to the parents, to the siblings, to the family, to the friends, to anybody that knew this wonderful boy. In Brochas Daf Zayin, Chazal teaches that Moshe Rabbeinu struggled. And when a Moshe Rabbeinu turns to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and please, Hoidiyeninu es drochecho, Har'eni nu es kvoidecho, Bikesh Moshe Leida, Tzadek v'ra'aloi, Rosh v'tavloi. Moshe wanted to understand, why do bad things happen to good people? And there's a machlokes Rameh v'Rabbi Yossi whether HaKadosh Baruch Hu answered Moshe's prayer. Whether Moshe, the greatest individual that ever to live, whether he was granted understanding in this awful dilemma. But as Jews, our motto is once again what the great Tana taught us, Rebbe Kiva ben Yosef. in a way that might be above and beyond our understanding. Kol Avid Rachmana Letav Avid. So Nachman Daniel is the best place. He's together with all the tzaddikim in Gan Eden. Danny loved to learn Torah. I heard from his friends and Rabbeim in Shalabim. He was a beloved Talmud. So Rashi says in Avodah Zorah Dav Gimel, HaKadosh Baruch Hu melamed Torah b'shamayim, to children. Rashi says, children that died, Kadosh Baruch Hu teaches them Torah. So Daniel is learning Torah, mepi hagvura, up there in the heavens. But for us to know that we'll have to wait till Tchias HaMesim to see his smile again, to see his radiant face, is unbearable pain. But we take Chizzuk in the fact that he is up there in Gan Eden with all the tzaddik. At the time, I spoke about the concept of Korbanos Tzibur. Those 45 neshamas in this terrible tragedy were a korban tzibur. And the Medrash in Shir HaShirim says, Doidi yored legalim, lilket loy shoishanim. Al tikre shoishanim elu shishoinim. Yes, HaKadosh Baruch Hu came down to his garden and he picked the most beautiful flowers. So a person has a beautiful garden, and every Erev Shabbos, he goes out to the garden and looks around, and he plucks the most beautiful flowers to put them in the vase to have on his Shabbos table. He will only pick the best. Out of 100 flowers, he will take those that are most beautiful. When this tragedy unfolded, and when those that were killed and wounded were finally taken to the hospitals, what was left was an awful sight. But what struck me was a heap of streimels, Hasidic streimels, Borsalino hats of Litvische B'nai Torah, kippot srugot, of the wonderful young Talmidim in the Dati Leumi world. Because when you pick flowers, you want an assortment of colors, of fragrances. You want the beauty of combination, of contrast. How symbolic. Those 45 represented every color and shape of the beautiful Pesifas of the Jewish people. Engelrad, 2 brothers, another Sephardi family, 2 brothers, kippot srugot, streimels, black hats. Kodesh Baruch Hu picked some of them all. That's a korban tzibur. Lilkot loy shoshanim. So 30 days have passed. Shlosh lebechi, 3 days are dedicated to crying. 7 days lemizbot. Shloshim le'evam. Why do we come together after 30 days? The objective is to learn, to hear about the deceased, about the beauty of their personalities, and to take something home from the legacy that they left us. So my heart is with Donny's family, parents, all his friends, and the wonderful school and yeshivas where this young Ben Torah grew and flourished. Kodesh Baruch Hu should be machazik you all. Benachomas tzion tunuchamu, knowing that Daniel Nachman, or Nachman Daniel, Oro Besara Shomayim, in such a holy place and such a holy day, is somewhat of a nachama. You should be a Meretz Yosham. You should all know Simchas and Nachas. And we should all together be Misnachem Benachamas Tzion v'Yerushalayim. שנזכה בקרוב לתחיית המתים ולבניין בית המקדש במהרה בימינו אמן.